This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Thursday, the 31st day of October in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. Talks on updating the Cummingsburg Accord, which formed the governing APNU-AFC coalition, are set to restart as early as this weekend, as the two sides today reported progress in a meeting that included leader of the APNU, President David Granger, and leader of the AFC, Minister of Public Security, Kamraj Ramjatan. The talks came to a standstill last week, with the AFC insisting that it was unwilling to return to the negotiating table unless the issue of the prime ministerial candidate was being discussed. Also attending today's meeting was PNC Chairman Walter Lawrence and AFC General Secretary David Patterson. After the meeting, the two indicated that progress had been made and that the two sides would restart their meetings within the next 24 hours.
We're looking at to have a meeting within another day. We're working on that.
24 hours.
As you know, we're both ministers, we have a portfolio. So definitely we want to have this family meeting. And so we will go back to our respective office, look at our calendar, see what we can shift and make time that is
convenient,
good for both of us and our team members to be able to meet.
Asked whether the two sides will be going into the elections as one, Minister Lawrence said the two will always be one. AFC General Secretary David Patterson said progress had been made, although he did not want to go into detail about the level of progress. He said the two sides will be moving forward with their negotiations, and that is important.
The meeting was very cordial. Progress has been made. Both sides has some work to do, and we've agreed that we will do the work as soon as possible, so that we've given ourselves some time frames, which I wouldn't give to you, but we've given ourselves some time frames, and then we both committed to work to those time frames. So the outtake from the meeting is progress.
President David Granger last week said the two sides ought to be focusing more on the issues that they want to put out to the electorate for the upcoming elections and not personalities. He said he does not want to get tied down in examining personalities and who will serve in various positions. It is not a requirement on the Guyana's constitution for a prime ministerial candidate to be named before elections, although it has been a practice in Guyana for several years. More news coming up in just a moment.
Tired of long lines? Register with MyGTT at mygtt.co.gy. That's mygtt.co.gy to view and pay your bills from anywhere. Enter to win an Amazon gift card worth $25 or a bounty voucher worth 5,000 Guyana dollars when you sign up today. GTT, do more.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. You get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. One complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, one sectional suite, one 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
Conducting a claims and objections exercise from the 1st of October 2019. During this exercise, objections to the inclusion of the name of anyone who is suspected not to have met the eligibility requirements for inclusion in the PLE could be made only by an elector who is listed in the same divisional list in which the person being objected to is listed, or accredited scrutineers of political parties, providing any such scrutineer has monitoring responsibilities for the division in which the person being objected to is listed. Objections can be tendered to the registration officer of the registration area from the 1st of October 2019 to the 11th of November 2019. You must present the relevant original documents in order for the transaction to be completed. Don't delay. Visit the nearest GCOM registration office today. For more information, visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy. Follow GCOM on Facebook at Guyana Elections Commission. Contact us on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy or the nearest GCOM registration office.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95, tune up. Fuel it up and drive, super 95, tune up.
Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guyana's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive!
Guyana, the moment you've been waiting for is here. It's the Ministry of Education's Guyana Teachers Union 59th National School Cycling, Swimming and Track and Field Championships on November 17th through 22. Come see top student athletes and teachers from 15 sporting districts compete in intense rivalry. Cycling at the National Park, Georgetown. Swimming at the National Aquatic Center, Liliendal, November 18. And on November 19 through 22, the Track and Field at the National Track and Field Center, Leonora. Action starts 9:30. The National Championships where stars are born. Powered by Malta Supreme, Hits and Jams Entertainment, and NCN.
The International Committee of the Queen's College of Guyana Alumni Associations invites you to Thank You QC Concert and Cultural Evening in commemoration of Queen's College 175th anniversary. Friday, November the 1st at 2000 hours at the National Cultural Center, featuring from Queen's College alumni, UK and European superstar vocalist and songwriter David McCalmont, and Netherlands-based multi-talented singer, tap dancer and performer Andy Ninval. Cultural show directed by Subraj Singh. Come and be mesmerized, dancing, acting, and so much more. Music by the QC Reunion Band. Tickets cost $20 US or 4,000 Ghana dollars. For further information and tickets, contact the Queen's College office during working hours, the Cultural Center box office, or call 687-9488. Compliments of GTT 94.1 FM, Gaisuco, Mid-Atlantic Oil and Gas, Mix 90.1 FM, Nisil, Top Brands Distributors, and 97.5 Mad FM.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Education hosted its award ceremony this morning in celebration of those students who performed well at the various exams over the past year. The Presidential Scholarship Award was presented to Michael Bopol of Queen's College and Farah Chin of the Marion Academy for their outstanding performances in the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations. The Presidential Award at the CSEC level was won by Rihanna Tony of the Anna Regina Multilateral School and Alex Abraham of St. Rose's High. Michael Bopol of Queen's College also walked away as the overall best performer, not only at the local level but also at the regional level. The top 6 performers at the Common Entrance examinations were also awarded, with David Chowti and Venetia Lal leading the pack in their tie for first place at this year's Common Entrance exams. Meanwhile, St. Rose's High was awarded for being the most improved senior secondary school, while the Houston Secondary landed the prize for most improved junior secondary school. A number of other prizes were also presented. Chief Elections Officer Marcel Hudson said the awardees have shown true dedication and they must be celebrated.
We celebrate the performance of those students, in particular in our junior high schools, who are proving that school effectiveness is all about strategic planning, commitment, and dedication to a process, and who have reflected the efforts of the excellent work of our key stakeholders.
The Chief Education Officer was also high in praise for the junior secondary schools that have shown great improvement over the past year.
We have seen a pattern in the change as to the performance of our children in school. There was a time when the names of the Queenstowns, the Lodge, the Kingston, all those different schools, you may not have heard their names in terms of excellence. But that has changed and will continue to change as we apply ourselves to improving the education system.
Education Minister Nicolette Henry urged the awardees to understand the value of knowledge.
And I'm speaking to the awardees here. And the first thing I want to ask of you is to continue to recognize the true value of knowledge. While it is good to possess it, it works best when you invest it. When you invest your knowledge in people, in society, it grows, and its returns are often beyond what you can calculate.
The minister said the government will continue to support outstanding performers and other students during their school life. She also offered congratulations to the teachers and the education administrators. Let's tell you now that another campaign has been launched to tackle lymphatic filaria through mass drug administration. The Ministry of Public Health is encouraging citizens to take part in the campaign, which will cover the entire country, and see Health Ministry personnel offering the medication to fight against the disease. Guyana is set to reach its 2020 target for the total elimination of the disease. Commitment to meet that target by Guyana was done back in 1997 through the World Health Organization. At the launching of the new campaign this morning at Estabrook Square, Minister of Public Health Valda Lawrence urged citizens to take part in the campaign to fight filaria.
The government of Guyana sees the elimination of lymphatic filariasis as a national, regional, and global priority. And we do pledge our continued support in collaboration with our partners to successfully implement this exercise, moving on to elimination of lymphatic filariasis. It will require all of us, not only the Ministry of Public Health through our vector control services, but you and I repeat, you and I, all of us, to eliminate this public health scourge.
Minister Lawrence said all Guyanese must join each other to tackle the disease, which still has a lot of stigma and discrimination attached to it.
That the Ministry of Public Health and our partners, PAHO, WHO, would not subscribe to any medication that has not been tested and tried and proven to give positive results. We are not in the business of taking lives. Rather, we are in the business of preserving life.
All of the medication is being provided free of cost by the Public Health Ministry. Lymphatic filariasis is a parasitic disease caused by 3 species of microscopic thread-like worms. The adult worms only live in the human lymph system. The lymph system maintains the body's fluid balance and fights infections. With the disease, persons would see a swelling of the lymph system, most times in the feet. Well, local telecommunications company GTT today announced that it will be making several grants available to local non-governmental organizations involved in the fight against cancer. Last weekend, GTT wrapped up its Pinktober observances with a massive walk and run exercise. Thousands attended the event. In its statement today, the company said the money for the grants will come from the Pinktober Fund and will be dispersed in the form of grants to various non-governmental organizations across the country upon application to the company. Organizations requesting grants must fit within the basic guidelines set by the company, which include completed application forms, most recent financial statement or audit, TIN certificate, quotation for products and services, and a summary of successfully completed projects where applicable. The request will be reviewed and approved according to the Pinktober coordinator Diana Gittins, who explained that the priority areas include cancer prevention and awareness education, access to diagnosis, treatment, and care. The official also said cancer patients in need of funds can indicate their interest to one of the NGOs who would have access funds for cancer treatment and care. The monies will be disbursed in the form of small, medium, and large grants. The small grants will start at $50,000 and go to $200,000. Medium grants from $200,000 to $500,000, and the large grants from $500,000 to $1 million. Grants can exceed $1 million if the scope of the project includes several priority areas and caters to the needs of the population across several communities. On the police blotter right now, with 2 men already charged and remanded to jail over the murders of the 4 Berbice fishermen who were killed at sea more than 2 weeks ago, the Guyana Police Force has now issued wanted bulletins for 2 other suspects. In a statement last evening, the Guyana Police Force issued a wanted bulletin for 22-year-old Amnot Budraj of Belvedere Quarantine and 21-year-old O'Brien Fraser of Eversham Village Quarantine. Both are wanted for questioning in connection with piracy activities and the murders of fishermen Vishnu Siram, Marvin Tamashar, Lamar Petri, and Ajay Kisun. The bodies of Siram and Kisun were discovered when they washed up on the seashore in Berbice. The bodies of the other two fishermen are yet to be recovered. The Guyana Police Force is asking anyone who may know the whereabouts of Anot Budraj and O'Brien Fraser to contact the nearest police station or call 911. The 4 fishermen were attacked while at sea in early October during their fishing trip. They were chopped about the body, then tied up and dumped overboard. On Wednesday, 2 other fishermen, 30-year-old Narayan Danraj of Belvedere and 22-year-old Suresh Sundat of Belvedere squatting area, also in Berbice, appeared in court and were charged and remanded to jail for the murders and piracy activities. In the courts, 1 week after 35-year-old businessman Arvind Dibchand, called Krishna, was beaten to death, his 28-year-old cousin has been charged for the murder. The accused, Doma Mario Nandlal of 76 Middle Street, Unity, Mahaika, appeared at the Mahaika Magistrates Court this morning and was not required to enter a plea to the untitled charge. That charge stated that on the 22nd of October, he repeatedly punched his cousin Arvind Krishna Dibchand to the head and beat him with a hammer until he collapsed while trying to escape. The man in that attempt to escape collapsed and died. The accused was later arrested. His next court appearance will be in the new month. 4 days after the body of 14-year-old Christopher Baldio was found buried in a shallow grave, a rice farmer has been charged with the murder. The accused, Jairam Sipersal of Perfect Harmony West Bank de Marara, appeared in court yesterday and was not required to enter a plea to the indictable charge of murder. He has been remanded to jail. According to the police, Sipersal was arrested over the weekend and admitted that he and the teenager Christopher Baldio were drinking wine on the night of the 17th of October in a desolate area in the Perfect Harmony community, and they got into an argument. The argument reportedly turned into a fight over money, and it was during that fight that the 42-year-old man armed himself with a piece of wood and lashed the teen across the head. The teen collapsed and the man claimed that he left him there and went home. However, he told investigators that he later returned to the scene, and after realizing that the teen was dead, he moved the body to another area and buried it near a house construction site. The body was reportedly discovered by a young boy who saw a dog digging in the area and upon investigation noticed a piece of clothing and what appeared to be part of a skull under the sand. He alerted the police, who later arrested the rice farmer when he took them to the same spot and confessed to the crime. The rice farmer was reportedly close friends with the boy's family and considered the teenager his good friend. Across the Region is coming up next.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Saturday, November 2nd, put on your dancing shoes and party like never before. Hello Pegasus poolside when the ICQC and Queen's College Board of Governors present the Queen's College 175th Anniversary 70th Team Party. Get out and be a part of this auspicious event and partake in the sumptuous 3-course buffet dinner. DJ TC out of Canada, the house DJ, and the QC reunion band will keep you bouncing from 8 hours right through. Tickets are $50 US or $10,000 and could be obtained from the Pegasus front desk, Queen's College office during working hours, or call 687-9488. The Queen's College 175th 70th Team Party, Saturday, November 2nd at the Pegasus poolside. You can't afford to miss it. Compliments to Soro Resources, Mid-Atlantic Oil and Gas, and 97.5 Mad FM.
The Department of Tourism, in collaboration with the Guyana Tourism Authority, the Tourism Association of Guyana, and the Ministry of Agriculture present Agri-Tourism Expo at the Arthur Chung Conference Center on November 1 and 2 under the theme Linking Agriculture and Tourism for a Greener Future. Attractions include beekeeping and honey production techniques, agri-based foods, craft, cultural and heritage sugar tourism, rum tours, farm produce, natural oils and juices, and health spas and lots more. Mark the dates, November 1 and 2, Agri-Tourism Expo at the Arthur Chung Conference Center. Admission $500 for adults and $300 for children. Linking agriculture and tourism for a greener future.
The Guyana Elections Commission would be conducting a claims and objections exercise from the 1st of October 2019. Persons have until the 4th of November 2019 to make a claim to be on the list if you will be 18 years or older by the 31st of December 2019, a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the 31st of December 2019, persons who require changes or corrections to their particulars as stated on the preliminary list of electors, such as names, occupations, and transfers in relation to their addresses, can also do same during the claims and objections period. You must present the relevant original documents in order for the transaction to be completed. Don't delay. Visit the nearest GCOM registration office today. For more information, visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy. Follow GCOM on Facebook at Guyana Elections Commission. Contact us on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy or the nearest GCOM registration office.
Across the region right now, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis has repatriated a total of 49 Haitian migrants to their home country via chartered flights. In arriving at the decision, the government said it held discussions with Haiti's government, the UN International Organization for Migration, the CARICOM Secretary General, the Red Cross in St. Kitts, and the Haitian Association in St. Kitts. On Sunday, police and immigration officials detained 15 Haitian migrants after they arrived at the country's shores by boat and attempted to check into a hotel without first clearing immigration. The migrants, consisting of 13 males and 2 females, one of whom is pregnant, said the boat that brought them to Basseterre St. Kitts had left the island of Dominica, where they had been living and working for a period of time. They also told the St. Kitts news authorities that the boat had been destined for French St. Martin. However, according to the migrants, the captain of the boat left them in St. Kitts instead, telling them that they had reached their intended destination of French St. Martin. At least 2 persons have been killed in Bolivia in clashes between supporters and opponents of President Evo Morales, the government has indicated. The 2 men died in the town of Montero in eastern Santa Cruz province. Tension has been running high for the past 10 days following the disputed presidential election results. The Organization of American States started an audit of the results today to decide if the polls should go on into a second round. The official results give the incumbent Evo Morales a big enough lead over his nearest rival Carlos Mesa to win outright in the first round. But many Bolivians say they are suspicious of the initial vote count, which was surprisingly interrupted for 24 hours on election night. And finally tonight, international news. At least 74 people have died after a train traveling between the Pakistani cities of Karachi and Rawalpindi caught fire in the middle of its journey. Railways Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed said the fire started when a gas cylinder which passengers were using to cook breakfast on board exploded. The huge blaze spread to at least 3 carriages. According to officials cited in the local media, many of the victims died as they tried to jump off of the burning train. Another 40 people have been injured. Officials say the number of victims may still rise. The accident happened near the town of Rahim Yar Khan in the south of Punjab province. Many of the passengers were pilgrims. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting.